Well, good evening, Charles City County. I am Michelle Johnson, your county administrator, and I'm so excited to come to you all this evening with the state of the county for 2020. Here shortly, you will see a video that I recorded actually early this morning. I didn't have time over the weekend, but wanted to make sure that we show you some items that we did in 2020 and some accomplishments. And so I'm just more eager to share with you everything that just some of the things that we got done in 2020. If you can agree with me, you will say that 2020 has yet been the most challenging year that we have faced. I know in my 17 years of public service, I have been challenged in every aspect. But you know what? We made it through to 2021. And even though Charles City County has experienced some tragedy, some loss, people have overcome the virus that we've called COVID-19 since March of 2020. I'm excited to say that we have the opportunity now to keep going, to keep moving, to keep thinking about how we're going to keep our community thriving as we close out and watch COVID-19 fade away. I would like to say on behalf of the Board of Supervisors, our newest chairman, Mr. Gilbert Smith, our vice chairman, Mr. Lewis Black, and our member, Mr. Bill Cota, thank you. Thank you for all that you have done. Thank you for continuing to be a great part of our community. You know, in 2020, we had to take a step back and really evaluate how we did business. How do we continue to get the things, the goals that we had planned achieved in the midst of a pandemic? We first had to learn how do we even accomplish anything during a pandemic that no one had experienced doing. But what we found is that we all win by working together. So all of the departments, all of the leadership team, who I want to thank so graciously for just partnering with me, rolling up their sleeves and figuring it out as we go along. In talking to my counterparts across the state, we all were faced with the same challenges. How do we keep the community safe while providing the services that we need? And even though we're not a perfect community, I can assure you that we stayed up late nights, early mornings, making sure that we gave you all the things that we had the ability to do in 2020. Some of the things that we did, we passed out 7,000 face masks, 5,000 bottles of hand sanitizers. In Charles City County, we have more that are on the way. So we had every year, like we're going to do this Saturday with the Board of Supervisors and I doing a retreat, we plan out exactly what are we going to get done for the community for this coming year. And we had our plans all set. But what we found, we were able to shift gears and then circle back around and still get some great things done. And so, we're not a perfect government, but nobody's perfect. But we are a passionate government. We care about you. We want to make sure that we do everything to keep you safe, to keep you uplifted, to keep things moving and growing so that we can be a community that thrives in the midst of all the problems that we're faced. So tonight we're going to share with you some of the things that we were able to get accomplished, some of the things that we were able to overcome. And just like every other community, we got it done. And so if you would just turn to, or we would bring in our video, I'll ask our producer in the back to bring up the video series. And let's just take a look at what we accomplished in 2020 just for you. Good evening, Charles City County. Michelle Johnson, the county administrator here in Charles City. Come to you this evening with our State of the County 2020. Yes, 2020 was a very challenging year for all of us, and managing and maneuvering through a pandemic for the first time in my career probably was the most challenging thing that I experienced as a county administrator. But one thing is for certain and two things are for sure. We weren't when we all worked together. So all of our staff, and board of supervisors and administration, we all rolled up our sleeves and did the best that we could to provide services to our community and citizens that we love. Tonight, we're going to highlight some of those accomplishments that we were able to achieve in 2020. To kick off the new year, we welcome our newest board member, Mr. Lewis Black.
What's up, Charles City County?
Mr. Black is our newest Board of Supervisors member for District 3. He is excited about the opportunity and as his first time in political leadership has learned a lot in 2020, but is looking forward to continuing to serve the citizens of Charles City County. Mr. Black's main focus for 2021 and 2020 is communications. He wants to see the county improve our communications, and so be on the lookout for more information as we move through this current year. Also in 2020, to kick off the year, we received a $3.9 million check from our governor, Ralph Northam. Governor Northam presented this check to Charles City County that's going to provide broadband services to our constituents. The total project is $5.2 million for a 140-mile broadband project. I'm happy to announce that they are 96% complete, and we now will connect 25 homes to high-speed internet. Also in January, we thought it would be a great idea to bring our Board of Supervisors and our Charles City School Board together for a retreat. So we all came together and learned so much about one another. And we were excited that, as you can see in this picture, we're all sitting, going over some strategies so that we can serve not only our citizens, but our students of Charles City County. We did great team building exercises, and we know that we all win when we work together. Coronavirus brought many tragedies to this community, but also it afforded us the opportunity to receive $1.2 million. And with those fundings, we were only able to service not only our citizens to help fight the pandemic, but we also were able to get some much needed items that we needed here in Charles City County. One of the things that we were able to accomplish was an incident command center. This trailer will actually serve us on an emergency basis for all our emergency events. Whether it's weather related, we have to open a shelter, or any fire department or sheriff's event that we have in the community to help better serve our citizens during a crucial time of need. Our sanitation lights for COVID-19 have been installed throughout our buildings. These lights enabled us to sanitize our buildings around the clock every day for all of our facilities to help not only fight the coronavirus of COVID-19, but also to keep our offices clean and safe for our employees and our visitors. The clerk of circuit court's office needed some renovation. And so with our COVID-19 money, we were able to provide some renovations to the clerk of circuit court. So visit the clerk's office to see the final product. One of the things that we had to manage here in Charles City County is our lunchroom in our government administration building. And so we were able to provide a pavilion where our employees can utilize for outdoor lunch to keep practicing social distance. Charles City County, we believe that prayer changes things. And so we coordinated with our clergy council to bring you ministers throughout the county for noonday prayer to help manage the pandemic. We want to thank all of those ministers who helped us through the process. And Reverend Danny Patterson with Little Elam Baptist Church kicked off the series. And each week we had noonday prayer with our ministers from various churches. We want to say thank you to all of you for your sacrifice and keeping our community uplifted. In July, we welcome our newest superintendent of Charles City County Schools, Dr. Delphine Joppi. Dr. Joppi comes to us from the Chesapeake school system and has done great things thus far, even through managing the pandemic here in Charles City County. We know that COVID-19 did not allow us to have our normal events, such as our concert series or other outdoor events, because of social distancing and limitations that were administered by our government. But we were able to pull a few things off, such as the 4th of July fireworks on July 3rd, movie in the park through our Department of Parks and Recreation, and our Veterans Day program. We want to thank Reverend Beryl Smith and Mr. Henry Hayes, two of our veterans, to help with the series.
Lastly, I want to talk about serving our community. We might be finished our active duty. However, we're called to serve our community. Our help is needed in serving our community and service.
Also in 2020, we were able to bring some of our, or increase our staff for our fire and EMS. And here you will see the pinning ceremony for some of our staff or our newest employees that came to us to help build the fire department and EMS department. This is a traditional service is where you'll see families come and pin their loved ones and welcome them and keep them safe throughout their work and experiences. You also see our newest member to the fire department, Reverend Drayton, who has become our clergy specifically for Charles City Fire Department. We want to thank all of the first responders for all of the things that they have done to help us manage the coronavirus, as well as keep our community safe. Our ladies and gentlemen of the fire and EMS department work really hard to bring a quality service just to you. We continued or ended the year with our grand illumination. We did something a little different and we made it a drive-through. Here is our District 2 representative of the Board of Supervisors, Mr. Bill Coda, handing out some Christmas gifts from us to you. And these are some of the behind the scene pics. Our beautiful Christmas tree, which actually was damaged due to wind after the event. But we want to thank all of our staff and especially our public works department who were out in the cold, hanging Christmas lights and getting everything in order. Thanks so much, guys. Something else that we were able to accomplish in 2020 was yet another ambulance for Charles City County. Charles City County received a brand new ambulance that we acquired through grant funding, and we're so excited to add another new apparatus to our fleet. Also in Charles City County, we moved on to economic development. $8.8 million project is underway at our Rivers Rest Marina in District 3. This will be a campground site with 127 slits, serving not only visitors, but also our community. So if you have an RV and you're interested in going to the Rivers Rest Marina, you will see a brand new look later in this year of 2021. Let's take a look at the video and see what they're doing thus far. As we wrap up our fiscal year, we always ensure that we have our, of course, mandated by GASB and the Auditor of Public Accounts, an audit for our community. And I'm happy to announce that we are completely healthy as we continue to strive to build our fund balance. And the fiscal year FY20, we were able to add $916,141 to our fund balance. So we are preparing for tomorrow by continuing to add to our fund balance to get the much needed items that we'll need to grow and develop Charles City County. We're excited about all the projects that we're going to embark upon in 2021, and a healthy fund balance is going to help us to achieve those goals. Something else that we were able to acquire with our COVID-19 money is a Charles City County app. So journey over to your app store if you have an iPhone or Android, and you will see our newest app just for you. Charles City County, I am so excited because now you will have everything you need right at your fingertips. If you need to make online payments, any major alerts will come straight to your phone. If we have any news announcements, a calendar of what's going on in our community. If you're seeking an employment and want to employment and want to possibly get an opportunity with Charles City County, you can do everything now from your phone. We also will provide COVID-19 updates, GIS reassessments, everything that's going on great in Parks and Recreation. And if you missed the Board of Supervisors meeting, guess what? You can now go and view one of the agendas. All of the information is steadily being built, and we're excited to roll this out. So I would request that you go out to your app store right after this presentation in iTunes or your Android and download the Charles City County app. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure serving you for 2020. And even though a pandemic caused us to shift gears, become more flexible, negotiate things differently, operate differently, we did everything that we could to win by working together. So we're excited to serve you. We're excited to bring you new opportunities. And we look forward to all of the great things that's going to occur in 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Board of Supervisors, our chairman, Mr. Gilbert Smith, our vice chairman, Mr. Lewis Black, and our member, Mr. Bill Cota, we want to thank you for all of your patience, all of your feedback, all of your questions and your concerns as we are growing this community very, very strategically. We love to serve you, and we love the fact that you are here in our community. So, on behalf of all of the administration, all of the staff, and the Board of Supervisors, thank you for attending tonight. And we look forward to another amazing year in 2021. And I don't have Mr. Cody at the table tonight, but there you are, ladies and gentlemen. 2020, really quick, a snapshot of some of the things that we were able to accomplish. I do want to make one correction. It's not 25 homes that will bring broadband, it's 2,500. So I want to be clear, because when I looked at the video, I'm like, oh, wow, I said that wrong. So initially, our contract was to bring 2,300 connections, but Comcast has almost finished the project, the construction part of the project, and has increased that number to 2,500 homes that will receive broadband or high-speed internet. Some of the other projects that we did not include in the presentation were our Commissioner of Revenue is receiving an office renovation with COVID-19 funds. You will soon see in your district, District 1, 2, and 3, a sort of like a billboard or message boards where we'll be able to get communication out to you in a much faster opportunity, or have opportunities to get communication out to you faster. So be on the lookout for that in the next couple months. I'm excited that our newest board member, Mr. Black, is going to start a Charles City County podcast. So if you're like me, I'm always listening to entertaining things on the App Store, on my podcast app, just to stay motivated. And so Mr. Black had this idea to start a podcast. So please be on the lookout for that. We have new great programs for 2021 that we're planning. And so for this first quarter, we're still remaining planning them to be virtually. So in February, our Black History Month will be all virtual. And anything in March and April, we'll still continue to make it virtual. And so for the summer months, we're just kind of playing it by ear, and we're designing those programs to either be virtual or to be in person. So hopefully it'll be in person, because I miss you guys tremendously. And to wrap up, we just want to say thank you. Thank you for learning how to manage a pandemic. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for just being a great citizen and a part of our community. You know, a lot of times when we're in this seat and when you're having to manage all that we have to do on a daily basis, we can't get everything right. But what I can assure you is that our heart is in the right place, and we work hard to bring you quality products day in and day out. All of our departments, our leaders are being very innovative and making sure that they can bring you opportunities just like all of our neighboring localities. Charles City County, I'm not going to take a lot of your time. I am a person who likes to get in and get out, and I believe an hour of power. But tonight we're going to keep it a little less than an hour. Please share this video. It'll be up on YouTube with your neighbors who missed it. Please get involved. You know, on the app, we'll be able to send out some information where you can sign up. We have a new volunteerism program. I am so excited about this opportunity because it'll give you a chance to get involved with the community, with the projects that you see necessary, the projects that interest you, such as our CERT team or our events or our parks and recreation. And so we're designing new things that's going to launch later this year. 2021 is going to be a great year. I'm just putting it into the atmosphere and I'm believing it. As your leader and the ones that's guiding the day-to-day operations, just know I am motivated, I am inspired, and I am encouraged to continue to work for you. So, on behalf of all the Charles City County, thank you so much. All of our leaders, my leadership team, I tell people all the time, I'm a great visionary. I can see things and I know what I want to happen, but it's truly my leadership team, my assistant county administrator, Dr. Rhonda Russell, and all of my directors. They make the work happen. And so it just comes down from the Board of Supervisors to myself, and I just channel it to the team, and day in and day out they get it all done. And so I'm excited that I have a team that I can lean on, that I can push, that I can encourage, that I can motivate. And you know what, at the end of the day, we stand back and we're proud of our work because it's heartfelt, we're dedicated, we're focused, because we want to win by all working together. And we want to move Charles City County forward, and that is our goal. So 2021 is here. It's going to be a great year. And so on behalf of our Board of Supervisors and myself, Happy New Year. And we're excited to continue to see you in months to come. I am your County Administrator, Michelle Johnson, and thank you so much for your time.